Pedro Poveda will do if he lives in Manila at this time, 1960s, 70s, 80s, and he can see those children around. So this idea was in my head, and I say, well, he has something similar in the caves in Guadix, in the south of Spain. And what he did, he made two schools, one for girls and one for boys. Saying, okay, let us do one school to be able to get those children and to educate them.
Education is not just found in the classroom, which is why I consider myself an out-of-the-box teacher. It's found in your daily situations in life. Go out there and you'll learn something. Be with other people and you'll find out something new. So Good School Project helps us to understand that teachers, all teachers, like myself, need the necessary training so that we can empower great students. At the same time, energize the community that surrounds us so we can make good schools great.
I've always been a teacher, and I will always be a teacher. It's something that I just am. I've known this ever since I started here at Poveda. It's something that I was meant to be, something that I was meant to do. It's something that I know came from the heart and that God had planned from the start. So I'm in my element whenever I teach. When I think about my students, I hope that they remember me not for the green, sign pen, the power of the pen, or my fire truck red lipstick. I hope that they realize and remember that I was here with pure Povedan passion to teach and to love them and serve them.
I was in Poveda for 13 years and I've been an alumna for 14. I'm now 33 years old and I don't have money and I don't have a big corporate job. I gave up the big corporate job for the uniformed public service. I work for the government, I'm a sergeant, and that's like the lowest rank in the military ranking. So my job at the office is to make coffee, sweep the floor, wash the dishes, run errands, and whatever it is they need me to print out or bring to the next office. And it doesn't matter that you've climbed to the top of Mount Everest, it doesn't matter that you're a world champion dragon boat paddler, or that you set a world record in dragon boat. It matters that you do your job well. And I wash the dishes to the best of my ability because I believe this is my humble service to the country.
Back in high school, we were exposed to programs like Panagpuan and Talaban, and being part of the student council as chairman. We were exposed to so much social action work. So when I graduated from high school, I decided I want to become a lawyer. I want to become a defender of the poor. So I applied to legal management. But like all college grads, we were automatically hired when we graduated from there by multinational corporations. So after college, I found myself becoming a financial controller. It was during this time when I was working that Ondoy struck Metro Manila. And so I was receiving all these calls for help on relief operations, donations, helping in small ways. And so I did. When I got back to work, so there was a certain sense of discomfort already. I was left not sitting right. And so I would say that this is the one event that paved way to my discernment of answering God's greater call for me. I realized that in all of my discernment process, in all of the reflection points I was doing, I was always turning back to my Povedan friends. Because they're the ones who shared the same values, they're the ones who were planted the same ideals, and I just really needed to be reminded of those things. And I guess it's funny how they really say when you're in the moment, you really don't know what's happening and you're just going along the process. But when you look back, it couldn't have turned out any other way. Now here I am. I'm a Jesuit volunteer answering God's call as a Povedan.
When I was much younger, I used to ask God every day, why me? And I used to, pray every night that maybe when I would wake up, God would magically give me another arm. I've learned how to live with my imperfection for 17 years now. But getting to this acceptance was definitely not easy. It took me a really long process of fear, of anger, and of hate, but I got there. Something that helped was being a Povedan, because being a Povedan taught me that nothing is ever self-centric, that it's always related to a bigger picture, something related to society.
Yung time na graduation, tapos yun na yung kakanta na ng alma mater. Talagang lubos na naiiyak ako dahil parang ang iniisip ko, matagal kami na magkasama, magsimula sila ng preschool until mag-graduate sila for 14 years. Kaya pag narinig ko na yung alma mater song, parang feeling ko, ganun pala, madali pala na yung pala alis na sila, kaya feeling ko parang magulang, tapos bigla na lang akong iwanan nila.
It's very nice to see that you can educate children. And I always tell them, if you finish college or any other course, in tertiary education, you finish, you have the same rights that all the other children of your age in Metro Manila. Don't think they are different from you. Maybe they have much money, you have no money, but your rights are exactly the same. You know, you have to insist on those things because they feel a different kind of people, as if they have no right to anything. And it is very important to inculcate in them that they have rights, and they have to defend those rights. And the rights are the same for all of us. We are human beings, and we participate in all the things that God created for us. This was the way that Macabata started.